Well, I think I've made some progress today. Ironically, today when my brother said he wanted an Ethernet cable, I went and grabbed my RJ45 cable and just hoped to give it another whirl. So I had a whole bunch of connectors. So I went to cut him one, and the same issue happened with the Ethernet. It just didn't work. So I was like, "What's going on here?" Well, in effect, what I had been doing is I have these automatic wire strippers, so to speak, and I kept stripping, say, half-inch of the cover on the 24 gauge wire on each of the strands before I inserted them into the head here. And I did that for every single one of my motors. And I did do the wiring on these guys correctly, and I did this correctly, same thing up here on all three axes. After I'd realized that I was doing something wrong with my crimping with my brother's wire, I redid his wire after looking up online, and I discovered that you're not supposed to strip the wires, and that these connectors actually have sort of like razor blades in effect that are in the ends, and they get depressed into through the shielding on each wire strand. So once I figured that out, I cut off the ends. That's why I have some pieces over here, and I redid them. And after doing that, well, let's go take a look. It appears to be working. That was the missing link. Let's see, and the Z-axis. I just put a clamp on it for visual effect. There's a little bit of whip in the Z-axis ball screw, so I might need to take a look at that in more detail. Maybe it's a little bit out of alignment, or I've preloaded it. But things are looking good. I've got some pipe clamps which I'm going to use on a Dremel just to get things rolling. Later I'm going to buy one of these mill heads from TAG, and I think just take the whole assembly after I make the Z-axis plate, which I haven't done yet. And bolt one of these assemblies onto that. I've been really pleased with how quiet this unit is. Just here, let's see, if we give it a run, you'll hear how quiet it is. I mean, it's just nothing. No disturbance in the house. It's just a perfect little machine to get things done, and it's a 1/4 horsepower motor. I think it's a perfect fit for this one. I mean, I could put a router on it, which is also pretty good too for cutting wood. Obviously, that's what this machine it's probably going to be optimal for, but I mean, you can take 1/8 inch depth of cut with this setup. So I mean, depending on your rigidity, obviously that's for this machine, not a wood frame. So this is just the first derivation of this machine, and in due time I'll eventually upgrade it to a metal frame, but for now this is my first machine so far, and I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks for the tips, you guys, and yeah, let's keep moving.